the brand itself is like its own entity, right? But at the same time, you're an extension of it.
Yeah.
So you have a brand, but you got to also be the example for the brand.
That'd be hard.
So sick.
I'm down.
Bro, we got to make it
That'd be
happen.
so sick.
We're making it happen after
I'm
this.
down. I'm like, yo, all we have are memories. And he's like, yo, what are you on about?
He's hitting it. We're on.
Yeah, we're
All
on.
right. Welcome back, everybody. Got Cole and Alex checking here with a very special guest who we're grateful to have on with us this Friday morning. So I'd like to have everyone welcome in AJ. I'm not even going to try and pronounce your Instagram handle, but man, we can start with this resume here because it's a deep one. Ex-professional soccer player turned coach, creative director and founder of All We Have Our Memories, which is a very popular streetwear brand that's kind of going around, and just overall knowledge spitter and guy with good energy. So we're happy to have you on and talking to you today, man.
Yeah, no, excited to be here, man. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, dude. Really appreciate it. Taking time in the morning.
Yeah, how's the Friday going for you so far?
Good, man. Woke up in the morning, had a nice little breakfast, took my daughter to school.
Nice.
After that, got some calls in, and then zipped over here.
You live all the way in LA, huh?
Yep, live in Torrance.
Torrance. Okay.
And
All
do
right.
you find a lot of reasons to get down here?
Yeah,
Very often?
Well, work, right? So I get down here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for work for Toga football.
Oh, I know so many people who grew up playing Toka. And
Yeah.
soccer was a big part of my upbringing. I was going to go play college soccer, but COVID happened, and I kind of never got to live that dream of mine. So
I hear you.
What is Toka? Like, obviously you guys know it,
Yeah.
but someone like me or Jensen, like, what is Toka Mesa?
So Toka football is I like to call it a creative studio. I call everything I do creative, but it's a studio that's a safe environment for a player to grow, right? And you work on technical skills, building confidence. We offer individual sessions, 2-player sessions, team training sessions, and the cool part about it is it's all tech. Right?
Okay.
So it's we have these smart targets that grabs data, so we can see the miles per hour, grab different metrics, to be exact, miles per hour, speed of play, accuracy, and it gives you real-time data. So as soon as you complete a pass, right, and that pass is coming from a touch trainer.
Okay.
Right? And so the touch trainer will spit out a ball to you. So as soon as it comes out, you take a touch, right, and we can randomize it where it's 1 out of 4 targets that light up, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, and whichever the focus is, it could be like something that's sort of like receiving ground. So ball comes out, you receive it inside of your foot, and you have to find one of the 4 targets that lights up. So working with your scanning and all that. So
it's pretty much like a
awareness.
soccer plays to kind of like improve players.
Yes.
To take them to the next level.
Exactly.
Okay.
Come to us to improve, beginning steps, right? A lot of the foundational of the game is it gets missed in a team environment, right? So you have to work on those individual skills that you want to develop.
Yeah.
To be better. Yeah. I mean, the only way that you're going to be the best at soccer is if you consistently work on stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all like right foot, left foot, like touches, like load passes, controlling the ball in the air, like everything that a soccer player needs to be fundamentally sound to make it so that they will never be the weak link in their team. Because as much as it is a team game and it's passing, it's formations, it's moving around the field and like working as a unit, it's also you have to be so individually sound with your technique and your passes so that you can never be the person that your teammates don't want basketball to.
Yeah.
Speak a little closer to the mic, sorry.
Yeah. So, the idea is to help players just really stand out in their own environments, right? So, like, it doesn't matter if you play AYSO, rec, or club, Flight 3, Flight 2, Flight 1, which are different levels, academy, college, wherever you play at, we want to help you stand out in your environment and make you feel confident in your own skills. So
how did you get involved with Toka Mesa?
Jeez, man. I've been a part of Toka football for plus 5 years, and it was the original center, the flagship was started in Torrance at the LA Galaxy Center. And so it was a place that we all grew up in the community going and playing futsal and everything like that. And so as I started my own journey, it was a place that I went to in the off season. And from there it was like, okay, well, how can I be here and don't have to pay? Well, I'll work here. You know what I mean?
This is the way to do it.
So I'll work here. So spent the time to start working there, and it was just cool just impacting kids, right? So like I was a kid myself, but it's, when you start asking people to do certain things, right, and hold a certain standard, you have to look in the mirror and do the same.
Yeah,
so
you have to be the example.
Exactly.
Lead by example for sure.
Exactly. So it started carrying over to my own game and paying attention to the small details of scanning, right? Not too many times coaches are going to tell you to scan. They expect you to just get it from playing, right? But to to find a space, a safe space where you can make those mistakes and get some encouragement, get some quick coaching points, and then you can grow. It's like everything, you know. So that's kind of what Toka is we help build confidence as well as your technical skill.
And are you still playing soccer?
Yeah, I just started playing for fun and stuff all over the place.
That's me too.
Crazy.
I just started playing in my first men's league.
I was ducking. I didn't want nothing to do with it.
Same.
After I stopped playing. I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm not touching the ball. No one asked me to go play. I'm too competitive. And then, you know, I got a little bit of taste in Costa Mesa playing Wednesday night futsal. And then from there, like, yeah, no, it went crazy. I was like, all right.
You're like, it's like I got it now.
I need it.
I feel that.
I ended up playing at Surgeon Studios as recently as every Monday night. And it was by Dom. He created the league. They call him, I think, the shoe surgeon.
Oh, I heard him.
Yeah.
The shoe surgeon?
Yeah.
Like the big guy? Like, no way.
He plays in the men's league?
Yeah, he started his own league, man.
And you play in his league? That's
Played in his
crazy.
league. It was cool. Played for a team called Rewind. It was founded by Rodney Wallace, who's a former pro MLS guy, Costa Rican national team.
Okay.
Real good guy. And he reached out, said, hey, yo, we want to sign you to our team. He's funny. Like, yo, we got to sign you to a team. We got a contract ready for you. I'm like, yo, this is Monday League.
It's like it ain't that serious.
You know what I mean? Yo, no, but it was crazy. The atmosphere, the vibe was, I can't wait for the next season, man. They did an amazing job with just the whole experience.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who did you play for before? You said you're obviously a professional soccer player, but
So I actually played for the hometown team. So I played for Orange County Soccer Club.
Okay.
That's where I signed my first pro
Awesome.
contract. Played for them for a year. I played for San Antonio FC.
Okay.
nice.
I played for Colorado for 2 seasons. Colorado Switchbacks, the Rapids second team.
Being all over the place.
Yeah, and then I finished off my career. Well, ended up at Tulsa FC. Played over there first season, and then I finished off playing at LA Forest, local team.
Okay.
Right on.
So ended up where you're from.
Yeah, ended back home. Crazy.
Yeah.
And I got a question, and that's kind of how is your love for soccer and being involved with the sport change as you've transitioned from more of a playing role to a coaching role?
Wow, that's a good one.
Because I think that when you're playing soccer and when your life revolves around it, you put so much pressure on yourself to get better and to be always showing up and to always be performing. But when you kind of take a step back and start to coach and like invest more in the development of other players and see how they're doing things the right way, like you really get to love the sport as it is.
Yeah. So my kind of approach of it is teaching them to love the game, love it first, right? Because from my own personal journey, it's hard. It's not easy. It's not for everybody, if I'm being honest with you.
No.
Not everyone makes it pro. Not everyone makes it to college. Not everyone makes it to a high school team. Not everyone makes it to club, right? So just teaching them how to love the game and be passionate about it is number one for me, and to enjoy it. You really got to enjoy it while you're out there because you don't get those moments again. So teach them to love it, be passionate, you know what I mean, enjoy the game, and from there it's just super technical. I just wish someone was that technical with me, right? Giving advice, right? And if I'm being honest, I've probably gone through every single emotion they might go through. So being able to help them adapt and learn from it as well has just been big for me. So on the emotional and the confidence side of it, and then move towards the technical, because if you're confident and you can control your emotions, then you can do everything else with the right state of mind.
I love that. That was a great answer.
Giving them like kind of like a mentor.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Really, like legit. I just wish I had one of those.
Yeah.
You know, my dad was my dad, so it's, you know, you hear from your pops and everyone. You know, it's one thing, and didn't really have too much of it growing up as a footballer. Like everything I learned was from my peers, right? So it was like, oh, you're good at passing, you're good at striking. I'm gonna watch you strike the ball a couple times and pick up some things. Oh,
Yeah.
that's how you pass the ball. Okay, I'm gonna pass it. Oh, you don't look. Okay, I'm gonna start not looking.
Kind of did it on your own.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I think we've talked about it before too. Like, you know, like any businesses, when you start off, like you have no idea what you're doing.
Mhm.
Like you kind of wish you knew someone that
Mhm.
was in that same field
Mhm.
that could teach you the ropes without you failing that many times.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you're doing that
Yeah, just
for
some
others.
guidance, right? It's
Yeah.
guided learning, basically.
I like
Complete
that.
guided learning.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at any course of development, and any, whether that's soccer, whether that's a brand, whether that's anything, if you look at it in like the real perspective of life and how it would be through the hierarchy of development, through something like a sport or through anything, there is always a coach, there is always a sensei, there is always a master and an apprentice, to the point to help someone perfect their learning to a level that is, I guess, certified or is quantifiable by like a certificate or something.
Mhm.
And I guess that comes through like being told what to do and what not to do, and learning from someone who is better than you.
Yeah.
And I think you can only do that once you surrender and realize that you are the student.
Open-minded. Got to be open-minded to
Yeah.
anything. You got to soak it up. All the information that's out there. That's how you grow. Like, I used to think to myself, like, It was a moment in my life where I thought, dang, I knew it all, and then I got to a certain level, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know anything at all.
Crap.
You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, right? And I thought, for example, like the scanning part, right? I didn't scan as much as a player. I used my instincts, right? Oh, I didn't feel anybody on me, I turned, right? I got to the next level, and my first training session, right? Boom, thought I could turn. Center back came and smashed me. Bam, dropped to the ground. He go, welcome to the league. I'm like, word.
Cool.
I'm scanning every single time now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? So it's just taking in information, right? And using the experiences to kind of grow as well. And just, you know, taking it day by day.
So you were forward? You were an
so
attacker?
I actually played 9, which was crazy to me. Like, I always wanted to be a winger, but for some reason, everybody just kept playing me as a 9.
For someone, do you know what a 9 is?
No, yes.
no.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So I was a forward. I
Speak
was
a little closer to here.
I was a center forward. So
okay.
you have your back line, you have a midfield line, you have your front line, right? So I was right in the middle, down the center.
Okay.
And
Tip of the spear.
I'm not 6'5", man.
Yeah, but you were still there though.
Yeah, so I a lot of the way I played was just my movement off the ball. I used to hang off the shoulder of the defenders, right? And then even when the ball would be in the air, I would bump the defender before I would receive the ball to create some type of separation, so I had more time on the ball when it got to me, right? Little things like that I would pick up, but that came from watching YouTube videos. We talked about it, right?
Yeah.
I'd watch Suarez. Suarez was a master at it. He would bump a defender before the ball got hit, and he'll settle it, and he had all this time. I'm like, yo, I'm like, okay, word. That's how I settle the ball. You know what I mean? And kind of the experience as well is like my head coach. He was like, look, you keep losing the ball. I need you to hold the ball. I'm like, yo, look, this man that's on me.
Can you relax, coach?
He's like, yo, he's like 6'2". What you want me to do, man? You know, he got some bounds on me. And then, but yeah, no, it's just those type of experiences and taking in information and just kind of taking responsibility on my own for my own development. I feel like a lot of people wait for someone else to develop them. It's like, no, you got to take that responsibility and really dig into the information. But
and we have internet now. Like we have access to all the resources there is. Like if someone like doesn't know how to take pictures or like how to edit a picture, look it up. Like
Google's crazy.
Google's crazy. It's all out there.
Everything's
so someone
out there.
says like, oh, I just don't know how to start. I don't know how to do this. Like there's so many different ways now. So there's no excuses at this point.
100%. TikTok's probably the best answer now. TikTok probably beats Google.
Yeah, my mom actually. I'm not really on TikTok, but my mom's on TikTok. She loves it. She always like sends us TikToks like, guess what I learned?
Yeah.
Or like when we go visit her, she's like, I made this new dish from TikTok. I'm like,
it's
what?
a proper learning tool.
Yeah.
TikTok is really teaching people how to do things. It's crazy.
If you use it the right way.
Yes. You can't get lost.
Yeah.
Can't get lost. Don't get lost on TikTok, man.
Yeah, just scrolling through.
You can get real lost.
But
that's another thing is I feel like my friends are always like, oh, I saw this recipe on TikTok, and that's what I eat for my bulk meals every day. I'm like, it's a great like platform. If you look at it, like 60-second videos, you can cram a lot of information into 60 seconds.
Yes.
Especially when you edit it the right way.
Yeah.
And so it really is a tool, or it's the opposite.
If you use it right, but that's kind of like how I use social media now. Before businesses and whatnot, I kind of use it as like seeing what people are doing or like cool things and whatnot. But now the way I look at Instagram is way different.
Oh yeah.
Than before. Now I look at it as like inspiration, creativity, ideas. Just now I just use it for like to help businesses and to help myself.
100%.
And I've also like kind of like unfollowed a bunch of like accounts that I didn't think would better me. Like celebrities or stupid things like that. I'm like, you're not giving me any value. So I think you just have to use social media in a good way.
Yes.
Consume content that you want to become, if that makes sense.
No, 100%. I couldn't agree more. I've gone through my Instagram is turning in different ways so many different times. Like I'd look at pictures on my page, I'm like, dang, what am I doing? It looks like I'm kind of like, and it's just I'm not receiving it the correct way. So if I'm not receiving it and I'm looking at it, they're probably looking at it a different way. So I've kind of changed it as well, and I've moved in a direction where I'm creating my Instagram to be a satellite for all we have in memories. Right?
It kind of is, because right now you're posting pictures, like you would post it on your page, and then I was like, oh wait, it's also on all we have in memory. But you wouldn't do a collab post. You would post this separately.
Yeah, so I've done collab posts in the past, but for some reason, I don't know, the algorithm's messed up, or Instagram's just being how Instagram is being.
Yeah.
But so don't take me off Instagram, man. But yeah, no, it's just I don't find it being as engaging as it was when it first started, when collaborations first started.
Yeah.
And so what I've been doing as well is just like, all right, well, if I just post if I just post the actual post on mine and post the actual post on theirs, it's still getting the same amount of views no matter what, right? And it's actually being seen. because I think it's moving in a way where it's whatever you interact with, right? So if you only interact with 50 profiles, you're only going to see those 50 posts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how can I then throw that engagement bigger? It's like, all right, well, the 50 that follow me and the 50 that follow all we have memories.
Honestly, the way
two birds, one stone. I like it.
You're kind of like I think I'm also trying to do the same way, where the brand itself is like its own entity, right? But at the same time, you're an extension of it.
Yeah.
So you have a brand, but you got to also be the example for the brand, which leads back to what we talked before.
Yeah.
So like your posts, your stories, like it's all about posting your brand and the message about it.
Yeah.
And being I probably can't pronounce it in English properly, but unapologetic about it. Like, yeah, I'm posting so many stories, but it's like, it is what, like, I'm trying to showcase. This is my passion.
I think I saw a Tyler Creator like video.
I saw it from you.
And it was like, yo, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm gonna post it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't like it.
Exactly.
Someone's
He's like,
gonna like
why
it.
be passive aggressive or be passive about
with
something
your own work.
Exactly.
Yo, enjoy your own work. Like, you put the time and the effort, and no one sees all the behind the scenes that it goes to create what you create. So why are you hiding from it? You know what I mean? Put it right out there in the world for them to see it. That some people are going to appreciate it, some people isn't. But at the end of the day, like the person who does appreciate what you're making, you've changed their life, like in that moment. You don't got to change the world. You change one person, change two people. You motivate them to inspire them to do, you know, your lifestyle or whatever message you're trying to get out there. And your brand grows itself, right? So when I see the butterfly hats like randomly being posted to me or being sent to me, I'm like, wow, it's out there, right? It's actually a butterfly.
People are
it's
wearing
floating.
it.
It's right. It's out there in the world, and it's going out there, and the message is being seen, and it's literally traveled across the world to places I've never could imagine going to, and it's out there now, and it's like, well,
it's one of the best feelings.
It's bigger than me, you know what I mean? And I wanted to do something that's bigger than me. I wanted to help people, you know. I wanted to inspire people. I wanted people to know, like, you know, I lived this lifestyle where it was fast, and I was a pro athlete, and every day was every day. And the only moments I took in was training, and now my brother's 21, and I'm like, shit, you were just 14. You know what I mean?
So quick.
You know, everything just goes by so quickly. So that the moments you can capture, the moments that you can see, the moments that you can live, that you can feel, just take it in. You know what I mean? Don't let it go by, because you can't replay those. You know?
Yeah. I mean, once you're gone, I mean, you're gone. Besides, like, whatever religion you think of and whatnot, but in general, like, you only have one life.
You only get one.
Yeah. You don't. You know.
Might as well live every single day to make one memory.
Yeah,
to have some fun.
I feel like what you just said perfectly embodies all we have our memories. Like, that's like a mission statement right there. And I had a question lined up where I was going to say, like, is there any one particular piece of nostalgia that all we have our memories is based off of? Because I feel like that the name itself is alluding to the past and where we've come from, and what does that what does that mean to you?
Jeez, man. Oh, so much. It's to go to one memory. What hits me?
Like, pretty much, like, was there like an epiphany that's like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna create this brand called All We Have Our
that
Memories.
moment. Yeah, no,
like,
100%.
What was that moment?
So right, just my background itself, my family background, like everyone in my family is within the medical field, engineers, and, you know, really doing big things for big communities and making change and all that good stuff. And I decided to be the black sheep of the family and go, you know what, I'm going to do business admin, but then kind of shift over to health administration just to make sure my mom was like, yo, mom, look, I can still work in the medical field, but just I'm on the business side. Yeah. And my uncle, who passed away, he told me, when I told him I wanted to go professionally, soccer, he said, do what you can for as long as you can. I was like, look, you live in America. You're going to work anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, forever.
He's like, look, I'm going to keep it real with you. He's like, you're going to work. You're going to end up working no matter what. Yeah. So you might as well do what you can, get paid for it, and love what you do for as long as you can till you can't no more. Yeah. And that resonated. It stuck with me forever. So when he passed away and I was a part of his funeral, and I had just came back for another off season, and like cousins I haven't seen for like 5-7 years, aunts, and everyone looked at me like, dang, he's a ghost. Like, where you been at, man?
Yeah, it's like, where were you?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know, been traveling, soccer, whatever it is. And so when I looked out to the crowd, it was those moments, it was those memories that popped up to me. It was a lot of emotion, and it was like, dang, I remember your fruit punch. I remember playing hide and go seek. I remember getting in trouble with you. all those moments started popping up in my head, and it was very overwhelming. And I've never been hit with so much emotion before in a very long time. And not to saying that you become very emotionless becoming a professional athlete, but you learn how to channel those emotions and use them for a specific
Yeah,
reason.
you're not really like expressing them fully.
Yeah,
or
because it's like, yo,
holding them.
I got a job to do tomorrow. I can't be pissed off at the world, show up to training and take someone out or put a tackle in, and it's like, yo, what's going on with you? Are you okay? Right? It's that mental health, right? And so I called my boy Chin, that was a good friend of mine. I was like, yo, all we have are memories. And he's like, yo, what are you on about?
He was like, what a...
Yeah, no, my boy Chin, he's out in Miami. He's like, what are you on about? I was like, yo, bro, all we have are memories. He's like, what are you saying? And I'm like, look, like, you think about life, you think when life comes in. When life goes, the first thing that comes to your mind is a memory, right? When life comes in, it's a special memory, right? Something you hold on. Like when my daughter was born, it was like, wow. I was like, really? Okay, cool. I'm a
You'll
dad.
remember that forever.
I'm a dad now.
Yeah.
Like, it's real. You know what I mean? When my uncle passed away, it was like, dang, I remember Uncle Shay. I remember all these moments. I remember all this wisdom he would shoot at me. I remember all the family parties. I remember all this, right? All these memories hit you. So it was in between life and death at this moment, right? But then the middle part of it was to cherish these moments and these memories that you create, right? And to create more of them, because you never want to get to a point. You never want to get to a point where you say, I wish I made more.
Yeah, I wish I made more memories. Damn. That's actually kind of crazy.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I love listening to stuff like that. That inspires me to go do something.
That's kind of, honestly, it's that's kind of how Vive started too. Off like pretty much like an epiphany, same thing.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that's how you pronounced it.
Oh, you're good. Most people don't. Yeah, it's Vive.
Yeah, no, that's okay, dope.
Which means to live in French.
Yeah, that's massive.
But yeah, it's kind of a similar route as well, where I battled with mental health, depression my whole life, stuff like that. Wasn't fully aware of it till like later on. And I think I was like 2021, really struggling with it. And then like, suicidal thoughts, whatnot. And then my aunt passed away. Like a bunch of people around me were like passing away, and it just kind of like hit me so hard that like I got this tattoo. Yeah. During that moment of like feeling down and whatnot, I was like, to live, like I'm gonna get this bold. I had nothing else besides this, and I was like, I'm just gonna get super bold, so I will never forget it. And then the brand came later on, but it was kind of a similar thing where like we only have one life, it's like
100%, and from there it was like, and from that moment some other things happened regarding my friends, and I was like, I'm gonna make a hat. I want to give them something. What can I do to like uplift them, right? So I made like 12 hats.
Yeah, and it was just to give out.
And I made the hats. I was like, yo, sorry for your loss. Boom. Sorry for your loss. Boom. You know what I mean? And then did some research on what the monarch butterfly meant.
Yeah.
It's like from going through journeys, and then memories and journeys, putting it all together. And the brand actually started as Mawa Studios, right? So
which I did. Yeah. Okay. I was just gonna ask about
so
that
Mawa
too.
Studios is literally all we have memories backwards acronym.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So that's where Mawa comes from. So it started off as Mawa, and I'd be like, yo, Mawa, because it was catchy, it was short, and it sounded like a foreign.
Yeah, like
people are like,
different.
yeah, what's this Mawa? What does Mawa mean? And I'm like, shit, nothing. Just made the word up. But like, yeah, I just wanted something short than saying all we have are memories for so long, and then that's why we're going through this like whole rebranding thing, and just putting all we have memories on the front foot of everything.
All I have memories is super powerful, so there's no need to make it shorter. There's no point. The message itself is, I feel like the name of it is like amazing.
So all we have are memories, the clothing brand, the movement, and then Mawa Studios, probably productions coming soon.
Okay.
Creative direction thing.
I actually met your younger brother.
Tenno.
At I think so, at a party in LA.
Of course.
We were my friend, his name is Greg. He launched an app called Salt, something with like a carbon footprint or something like that. But it's the second app that he launched. Like, had a launch party in LA, rented like this whole top floor, like a bunch of DJs, like a crazy like production. Yeah, super fun. And then I'm like in the bathroom, and then I just see like your brother, which I kind of seen him on your story before. Yeah. But I wasn't really sure. But I knew it was him when I saw he was wearing a Mala chain, like a tank top. Okay. But I think, honestly, I was pretty drunk, so I don't know if it was the chain that I saw, or if it was embroidered on the tank top that says Mawa Studios. And then I was like, hey, like, do you know AJ? He goes, yes, my brother. I was like, what's up? We actually took a picture.
That's crazy.
Outside the bathroom. I have it on my phone.
Oh, that's tight.
I'll have to show it to you after. Yeah. But Yeah, I mean, we were pretty drunk, so we only talked for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have a 21-year-old brother, you said?
Yeah, well, he's how old is Tenno now? Geez, probably 23, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's myself, there's my brother Pinchu, he's 28.
Okay.
I have a Banda, he's 27, and then Tenno should be 24, 23.
Okay.
I want to say he's 23.
And then, are they related to, like, are they in the brand
Yeah,
itself?
so
or?
just, by blood, but Tenno's helped out a lot, you know what I mean? My brothers as well, they do the best job supporting and reposting and doing all that stuff. So you can say they're part of the marketing team.
Okay.
External marketing team.
External marketing, yeah. They have to, by blood.
By blood. by blood. But
I
yeah,
like
no,
that.
Tenno's helped as well. When we first started, he got really busy with soccer and school and stuff like that. So a lot of it has been on my hands to like really brand it and, like we said, just get it going again. But yeah, no, Tenno's helped out a lot with design and some stuff, and he's good with the one-on-one stuff, right? We're still going to create a one-on-one market where it's just random, all we have are memory stuff on different type of things. But
I love it.
That's the part of it that I love the most. I've been seeing on your story a lot that you've been doing like screen print where you just have a bunch of friends over and you're like just making one-offs. Like,
yeah, just come
like,
kick
bro,
it.
how do I get into this social circle?
Yeah, just come kick it, man. Like, no, 100%. It's cool to like just make something, right? Just, I love creating. With the brand itself, right? Everyone loves the hats, but I love clothing. You know, the hats was just a start off, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make some cool clothes. I made some stuff, nothing sold, and I'm like, wait.
Your t-shirts were sick.
Yeah, no,
I was asking.
Yeah, the shirts. Yeah,
how do I get one?
We actually forgot to say it. If you wanted to bring some, we could buy some.
Yeah.
I'll buy a shirt off you the second I know how.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So the shirts haven't even dropped yet. So those were only at pop-up. So like we made some tees and stuff like that. I really want to get to a point of like in the future of like 2023. I want to drop a massive store. Just like different things all around it, like from t-shirts, hoodies, different designs, but all circled around all we have in memory. So that one design being flipped in like 1,000 ways.
1,000 ways, because the message is so strong.
Yeah, you know, and just putting it in different things. Like, for example, taking the letter A off of the All We Have in Memories hat and just making it into its own design and own tee, right? You throw a butterfly around the A, and it's like, oh, okay. When people see the A and they see a butterfly,
they know it's All We Have in Memories.
All We Have in Memories, right? So creating that connection. But yeah, no, it's a bunch of one-on-one stuff coming some more. But overall, yeah, the big plan is to really put together a store.
I like that. How was the rebranding? We talked about it before the podcast, but I don't know if you want to share it.
Yeah. No,
like
100%.
Why you're rebranding and what was it before compared to now?
Yeah. So you know, you hear we go back, you hear the story about how it started and everything like that, right? It's really putting together. It's really a brand for everybody, for however you see it. Probably 2 to 3 months ago, someone said something to me like, yo, your hats are for all the cool kids. And I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. You know, and so I took some time to really, like, someone will say something to me. I don't know if you guys do this as well, but when someone says something to me, I don't process it right then. It takes me like time. So I'll sit on it for like weeks.
Yeah, you're like, huh?
What did that person mean? Right? And it finally hit me, and it was just like, well, the brand itself is getting away from the message.
Okay.
And so how can I bring the brand and the message back together? So I've been doing a lot of things, especially outreach into the community. I've partnered up with a nonprofit called the Fields Org, and really trying to like give out to the communities, to the people in need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And create those special memories with families who don't have, right? And we're going to be doing something with Alzheimer's LA as well.
Nice.
Crazy short story. I did a project on Alzheimer's in 2015 in college.
Okay.
And
Full
fast forward,
circle.
yeah,
And now you're doing a
absolutely
project with them.
crazy. Yeah, so excited to be working with them and doing something. But we'll be at the Making Memories Festival on November 13th.
November 13th. Okay, what day is that? November 13th.
No clue, but yeah, we'll be doing Making Memories
You
Festival.
said November 15th?
13.
Yeah.
All right. I would love to be there for that.
Yeah,
We'll be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe.
And that's something, I mean, Alzheimer's is something that's particularly impacted my family. My grandfather passed away from Alzheimer's in 2015, actually.
Wow.
And it's kind of been something that's kind of loomed over my head and in my family, and I've always been. So I when you connect All We Have to Memories to the Making Memories Foundation or different things like that, I think that the sky's the limit.
100%. And it's crazy the amount of awareness that's. I just feel like why did I wait till 2015 to like learn about it? You know what I mean? Or a tragic moment to learn about it. It's something that lures our community, and people are just afraid to speak on it. You know what I mean? So just bringing that awareness to the community and really getting people behind it, because I'm sure, you know, there's someone in your family that's going through it and they just don't know how to communicate it.
It runs in my family too.
You know what I mean?
So.
They just don't know how to communicate it. So being able to find these resources, especially in lower income communities as well, you know,
and just to be able to come together with all of them, bring them together, and like it's not that like that it may be like the most impactful, but just bringing everyone together and like bringing the energy right, and like having everyone know that they're not alone and that there's people that believe in them and that want to support them. It's just enough to have anyone keep going.
Exactly.
I love the route you're going. We're like very similar mindset, and like we've talked about it too before, where like potentially like creating something together. Event wise to bring value to the community, because that's also like what I'm about as well. I'm sure you're about it as well. Like that's what we all try to do.
I'm about what you're about. We're talking about mentors and everything, and earlier in the pod, and I was just thinking that's him right here for me. I mean, you're talking back on like, oh, when I was 21, when I was 20, and I'm sitting here like put my head down.
Cole's 20.
Oh shit.
So I'm just happy to be in the presence of people like you and just listen and relish it, like the different things that you both have created. I mean, we're looking at some of the new clothing pieces that V's drop in, and I mean, you always come out with the coolest hats and the coolest style that I just like to like watch you guys create and grow, and like I'm kind of taking a back seat as a learner, but
that goes back to like being like younger, like you know, like when I was 21, 22, 23, 24, whatever, I wish I had like a mentor in some way, like guiding me, because I didn't become like my mindset didn't become like the way it is now to like maybe like 2-3 years ago. Like a little bit later, you know.
No, 100%. It's like, I don't need all the answers. Just, you know, sprinkle a bit of guidance. And let me just find my way. But 100%, I completely get that.
Do you obviously like you help out kids a lot, community based, Toka as well. But is there like any kid specifically that's like really like you feel like you've impacted a lot?
Yeah, it'd probably be the future stars of tomorrow, right? The soccer. Yeah. So when I picked up coaching, I started coaching 2 girls teams.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 girls teams, 2011, 2012, and
so you went coaching girls route instead of.
Yeah. Well, it was the opportunity, right? So a good friend of mine and mentor as well reached out to me, said, "Yo, come coach." And I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I got Toka. I'm doing Toka. I'm good there. He's like, "No, come see it. We got this really good boys team." He's like, "You know, you would love it. They're competitive." And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm all right. I'm good. He's like, just come on, man. Yeah, you can't just keep all that talent and experience to yourself. Don't be selfish. Like, all right, cool. I'll come out. I'll check out the vibe. So I went out there saw the boys. They were active. They're energetic, you know, passionate, I could tell. And then these like group of girls walked up. They like stacked their bags in a straight line, and I tapped him. I was like, "Yo, that's my team."
That's what
he's like, they haven't even touched the ball. I was like, yeah, that part will come.
It's like they're organized.
It's hard to beat an organized team. You know what I mean? So and I fell in love with it, honestly. Like I'm telling you, I never saw myself coaching. I could have never said 10 years in the past, like, yo, I see myself becoming a coach. No chance.
You just kind of fell into it.
Just fell into it, and I fall in love with it. And it's like, I think about the groups all day, and I always want to think about how I can make them better. What can I do? How can I enhance their experience? How can I give them a pro feeling? How can I give them that experience and that I had at the highest level, right?
That's so cool that you could like switch that, because as a professional soccer player, you kind of you think of the team, but you're also kind of selfish, right? You're like, I want to be the best of the best. I want to like have the highlights, stuff like that. And then like coaching is completely different. You're in the back. You're taking a back
it's player centric. It has to be player centric. It's not about the coach. It's not about me. I always tell parents as well. They're like, "Oh, look how good they've gotten because of you." Nah, not because of me. Because they want to. I'm here. I'm just hanging out just like you.
I'm just happy to be here.
You know what I mean? I'm just hanging out just like you as a parent and just watching them grow. But everything they've done, I've always tell them like, "Oh, look, you guys have quality. Keep going, keep growing, keep believing in yourself." That's the biggest thing for youth, right? It's the ability to believe, especially with young girls. Like they deal with insecurities, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, how can I set them up for the future? That's what goes to my mind. Not about just today, but how can I prepare them for the future? Unfortunately, I can't coach them for the rest of their life, right? So how can I prepare them for their next coach, right? And every coach is different. Every coach has their style, right? They might end up with a coach who's a yeller, right? But if I've helped them throughout their foundational stage to receive and deliver information, then if he yells, "Stop losing the ball," they're gonna hear, "Okay, I got to keep possession." They're not gonna go, "Oh man, he's yelling at me."
Processing it differently because of how you.
Right, and I didn't learn that till I turned pro.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, who was yo, someone help me out here. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's kind of like my goal, is just trying to help them prepare for the future. And at the end of the day, as much as I would love to get every single girl a Division I scholarship, that's not the truth.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to move on to do different things, but at least they're going to have that professional experience that they could get at any level, right?
And impact them in some shape and form for the rest of their life.
Yeah, it's bigger than ball.
How old are these girls?
10 and 11.
10, 11? I feel like that's a very crucial age.
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
massive.
I think you gotta just, the one thing you could do is just not let that doubt creep in.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them confident in themselves, because I feel
100%.
like that's a crucial age where if you start to doubt yourself and your ability, like, because that's all society makes you do at that age, and it makes you question everything. If you start to do that, then it's gonna be like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough to be a pro soccer player. Maybe I don't want to do this in my life. And if you can be a coach as someone who's like seen it through them and be with them and like supportive of them, then like the sky's the limit for them in their careers
100%.
and their development.
And just as humans, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
be good people, right? Like just getting them ready for society to just be good people, treat people the right way, speak to people with the most respect, you know what I mean? Help someone out if they need help.
Completely.
Communicate your emotions, right? Too many times people feel like they have to box their emotions in, and they don't want to get vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Cry if you have to cry. A girl goes down hurt and they start crying. I'm like, yo, cry. It's okay. Let it all out.
Yeah, you just got wrecked.
You know what I mean? You got hurt. Cry. Let it all out. And then I'm like, okay, now breathe. What's wrong? Talk to me.
Processing it.
And then they'll go, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm actually not that hurt, coach. You know what I mean?
Actually, don't put me off the field.
Actually, you know, when I think about it, I'm not that hurt.
You're like, get back in there.
You know what I mean? But like, it's crazy. Like, it happened last night. You know, it's an intense training session. You know, we had a rough weekend the past one, so I've asked them to step it up.
Yeah.
The standards, high intensity, bring the quality. So they brought it. You know, so people are banging into each other a bit, and girl goes down. Boom. She's like, you know, screaming, and I'm like, yo, breathe. It's okay for you to cry. Let it out. Boom. How do you feel now? Do you want to go take a seat? No. You want to get back up? Boom. Checked on her at the end of the session. She's smiling.
She's like,
I'm
I'm
like,
good.
all right,
I'm
that's
chilling.
it. You know what I mean? But
So we actually have a segment here. It's called What's Your Vive?
Yeah,
We're going to be asking like a bunch of different questions.
yeah.
We sat down for coffee this week, Alex and I, and
Yeah.
kind of tried to do like a different approach to this whole podcast to make it a little bit more structured, because for a lot of our episodes, it kind of goes in whatever direction the guest we bring on kind of takes it. And I think this has probably been one of my favorite episodes that I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, me too.
I just love sitting down talking to you. I think you're like,
That's love, man.
you got such
Appreciate
good
you.
demeanor. I told him we were sitting down, like, if you could create a mood board, I would just love everything that'd be on it. Like everything, like I bet like the music be good, everything would be good.
Even
But
your
Big
pictures, like now, like you're getting into like photography.
Man, someone hit me for a job, man. I'm available. But yeah, now trying to learn. I've always, you know how they say, like, you have a vision and you want to see it, and you want to see it through a lens, and it's hard to find a photographer. Photographers do amazing work. I'm in love with photographers. I think they do such a crazy job, but sometimes your vision doesn't come out the way you expect it to come out,
Because everyone's vision is different. Yeah.
Everyone's lens is different. So it's like, you know, I've been lucky enough to have a few photographers in my life. One, Elizabeth, she's a baller.
Was
She's
she
amazing.
the girl that was at the pop-up we
Yes.
went to? Yeah,
oh
okay.
my gosh, Elizabeth's the best. Yo, hire her. She's amazing,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Especially with the vintage frames. And then a good friend of mine, Peter, as well. He's been amazing. And Ray and the Gossamer. It's called Gossamer. Please forgive me if I said that wrong, but they're part of the soccer community, and they take
Okay.
really cool pictures of like soccer and like football and everything that goes on, and the passion. They capture all these moods.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite people who take pictures. And so I've always been on the back seat just saying, oh, capture this, or this is kind of what I want it to look like.
And then like they do it and you're like, damn it, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, no, but they've done an amazing job, you know. But there's been others that, you know, it's just like, yeah, like it's good in other eyes, but for my particular vision,
For what you're trying to portray.
what I want to see is not it. So I picked it up as a hobby. It's still a hobby. I love it. It's fun. I feel like I'm getting better. Let people be the judge of that.
No, dude, your
But-
pictures are sick. I've been seeing on your stories.
So, yeah.
I just love I don't know, your aesthetic of everything is
Yeah,
super subtle,
trying to figure out what I like taking pictures of, right?
Yeah.
It's that I like humans, so seeing the human interaction is massive.
I mean, it goes with the brand. All we have our memories. So I
Yeah.
think capturing human interaction or human emotions.
Yeah, like I saw a family walking, and you know, everyone was holding hands, but this young little girl wasn't holding the brother's hand. It's like, yo, do you not want to hold your brother's hand, or what's going on? You know what I mean?
It's like, fuck my
Different
brother.
things, right? Saw a couple a couple in the water just having a good moment, having their time together. It was just different things. Capture a young lady smiling, like that was big, you know what I mean? And so just different things.
More candid.
Yeah. Water bottles.
Yeah, water bottles with nice stickers on them and stuff. Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
So for the first question of this segment, what's your Vive? Vive means to live.
Yeah.
So like, what fulfills you outside of Toka, outside of your family, outside of your brand, something that you do that brings happiness to you, or I'd say joy, because happiness is a fleeting feeling, right?
Yeah.
Joy is more deeper than that. Outside of everything that you do.
Going to the beach.
Going to the beach, okay.
Literally, like, I think because I moved away from Los Angeles and spent time away, lived in different places, Colorado, San Antonio, Tulsa, right? And when I came, every time I'd come back, I'd be like, yeah, I want to go to the beach, but I'd never find time to go. So now, this entire year, I've just been spending time going to the beach and just literally just finding more inner peace. It just brings me inner peace, like just going and just watching the waves, just sitting there. I literally just go and sit. I have like
just going to just to go.
Just to go, just find some time. I feel like the air is just better down there.
I couldn't agree more. I'm a big surfer, and like that's my favorite thing is surfing alone. I'll just go sit out in the water. It's like just peaceful. It's just you're just completely captured with the one moment that you're in.
Yeah, no, I do my best like life expectations. Like I'll just look at my entire life and go, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I need to do. Am I taking on too many jobs? Am I not managing my relationships better? And that's where I realized I went to the beach probably 3 weeks ago, and I was like, dang, I'm not managing my relationships good. Yeah. Like just everyone, like friends, family, everybody. It's just I'm not doing a good job. I suck. I need to do better. How do I do better? Went back to the beach. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Take people out to lunch.
That's cool that you could like reevaluate that.
Check people out. Check on your peeps.
Yeah, there you go. What I mean? Check on your peeps.
Like legit, like it turned my life around going to the beach.
Yeah.
Or else I would have been still battling in the back of my head, right? And like I just have to be out.
You need those moments of just like nothing. I was actually watching this video. It's like an experience in Oregon. It's called like In the Dark or something like that, where you pretty much go into a cabin, and you're exposed to no sound, soundproof in the middle of nowhere. Lights off, no phone, no nothing and you could be there up to 5 days. They'll feed you, whatnot. There's a shower, the toilet, and everything, but everything's in the dark. It's hard at the beginning because obviously like you're used to all this stimulation, but like I was watching this video, like the experience wise, after like the second or third day, you're kind of like at peace. The most peaceful you've ever been, the deepest sleep you'll ever get, because you don't realize how much stimulation you get every day. So it kind of compares to going to the beach, where it's like less stimulation for you to really focus on things and
no
analyze,
distractions.
Yep.
No distractions 100%. At all.
Yeah, no, I put my phone away and I just look, and I got my camera on me, and so that's usually where I'm taking my pictures. I'm just hanging by the beach. If anything looks cool or anything that catches my eye, and I just go, okay, cool. Can I snap?
Yes, can I create some memories here or what?
So just capturing those moments, but yeah.
I love it. And where do you normally go to the beach at?
Manhattan and Redondo.
Nice. I got family up there. It's a nice place.
Manhattan and Redondo, that's where I'm like.
Actually, I feel like I take the beach or the ocean for granted because we live right here, and I barely go.
Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
barely go.
People travel, and when I'm there, I'm like, oh, well, I live 10 minutes away. And I look around, I'm like, a lot of these people are visiting.
Yeah.
Right? And they appreciate, you got to appreciate what you have till it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah.
Those are the people who like appreciate being at the beach on like the days when it's like cloudy and the wind's blowing everywhere, and they're just like out there with their family having a great time, and they're like, this couldn't be better. And you're like, this is a horrible beach day. And you're like,
this sucks.
Yeah, but it's all about just the moment. Like I kind of know what you mean. I moved to Colorado, and for a year I was living there, and I didn't actually start going to the beach and surfing every day until I moved away and realized that I couldn't do that in other places. Like my mom moved to Texas, and I went and visited her for a week, and I was like, nothing. You can't go to the beach here. You can't go surf. There's not like what do you do here?
There's a lake somewhere.
But like it's too hot to go enjoy that. Like I'd want to be inside of the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Like I can't play golf all day.
Yeah.
I gotta live by the beach.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I lived in San Antonio. I was in my apartment every day, bro.
You're like
AC. You're like go to training, and then you go home, go sleep.
Training, yeah, vibes.
Yeah, I lived in Canada and Quebec for like a year. Freaking the winter was so harsh, bro. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to leave my room or the gym. I was just like, I didn't want to be outside.
Yeah, we live in Cali, bro.
We're
Southern
blessed.
Cali.
Yeah.
Southern
Honestly,
Cali.
I've lived in a lot of different countries, but I don't know, something about like Southern California. I hated it at first when I first moved here. Big culture shock for me. But after a while, I'm just like, you know, you find your people, you find whatnot, and you start loving it. Now I don't see myself like kind of living anywhere else.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard.
But,
Oh, it's so hard to be born here. So then you go anywhere else and you're like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, no, we're spoiled.
You don't realize it until you leave.
so you kind of talked about this earlier, but like, what are your short-term or long-term goals?
Yeah, no. Short-term goals. I'll go long-term first.
Yeah, let's do long-term.
Yeah, long-term goal would be finding myself.
Okay.
Damn, I love that.
Damn.
Finding myself. I really want to find myself not as I'm labeled as a Kwafed Jackwell, the former pro, a Kwafed Jackwell, the coach, Kwafed Jackwell, the trainer, Kwafed Jackwell, the creative director, founder of All We Have Are Memories. Just find myself as a Kwafed Jackwell. Like, who am I?
As a
You know,
person.
as a person, right? Am I, I sometimes find myself like asking myself that question as of late. you
Yeah.
know, And I've asked myself that when I was younger and pursuing the dream, like, oh, I want to be a pro soccer player. So does that mean that's who I am?
Yeah.
No, not
No,
at all. You know what I mean? So really trying to find myself would be that, and just be more vocal with my emotions and how I feel, and be vulnerable. I don't think I'm as vulnerable as I should be.
Yeah.
I'm good listening to people, but
but like talking about yourself.
like this is part of it. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing this. So this
I was about to say, it's like you're pretty vulnerable here. You know?
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? I got this. I'm imagining everybody in their underwear, and I'm just like talking. You know what I mean? Icebreaker of the room. But nah.
That's a powerful long-term goal.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think that's my big long-term goal. Short-term goal is career-wise. I want to go All We Have Are Memories full-time.
Yeah.
But as well as, like, I still have this impact in the football community.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like that's what God and that's what the universe said to me. It was like, look, you're going to go through this experience, you're going to do this, and then you're going to share it, and you're going to impact people, you're going to help people get to where they need to get to.
Full circle.
You know what I mean? I don't see any other way. If I didn't accomplish the things I accomplished, it would make sense for me not to.
What if you created a coaching or a league under All We Have Are Memories?
Yo, man, I'm telling you, I'm trying to. If there's a team out there that needs jerseys, baseball, kickball, whatever it is,
Hey,
man.
my Wednesday night team has no uniform.
Yo, I'm
we
down.
show up every Wednesday.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We
I'm
show
down.
up every Wednesday and we're all wearing pennies. We
Yo.
have yellow pennies and we put over our jerseys.
I'm down. Maybe we keep it that creative, and we order some pennies. We throw
And then
some,
just fucking-
We'll hit All We Have Are Memories centerpiece and some old English letters on the old English numbers on the back. That'd be hard.
So sick.
I'm down.
Bro, we gotta
That'd
make it
be
happen.
so
I'm
sick.
down. Making it happen after
I'm
this.
down.
And
I'm
my
down.
my buddy Cole Coppolino, who
he's the
who's the videographer for Onyx Athletica.
Uh-huh.
Who does all their videos and everything like that. He's on my team, so we get some sick
Oh,
content
let's
or
run
something.
it, bro.
Yeah,
It's a vibe.
yeah,
It's a vibe.
we would get it going.
What league is it? Is it soccer? Is it
Yeah,
baseball?
it's Outbreak Golden West League.
Okay.
We play on Wednesdays nights.
Yeah,
It's
no, let's do
5v5
it.
with walls.
Let's do it.
I love this.
Arena League, bro.
Yo, the jerseys are
Dude,
coming through. We'll do some dope pennies.
We call ourselves Portugal.
Okay.
So
No, I'm down. This is gonna be a vibe.
I'm gonna text him right now. Say, boys, we got some jerseys in the way.
Yeah, we'll throw some, I think it'd
love
be
that.
cool. I think if we do some cool pennies with numbers on them, it'll
Yeah.
be different because everyone actually wears jerseys. So if you
Yeah.
have like pennies, All We Have Are Memories, and then like the oldie number on
That'd
the
be
back,
super sick.
that'd be dope.
Step
Big
from
vibe.
shop.
I would
you
just
know?
wear the penny. I wouldn't even wear anything under it.
So speaking about that, doing a collab with FC Tulsa, the professional soccer team, with All We Have Are Memories.
Oh, you're in a club with them?
Badass.
Yeah,
Dude, that is sick.
yeah.
That's so cool because like you
That's full
played for
circle.
them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then like,
Memories.
bro,
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's
yeah.
kind of like,
Shout out to my guy Sam, the president of FC Tulsa,
yeah.
man.
But you see, that. I mean, I'm not saying same, but I'm saying like how, if you're a good person, you impact a certain way, you have a good presence. Things come in full circle because people. Sorry.
Your flashlight's on.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Yo, spotlighting right now.
Spotlight. People like want to help you out later on, or they're like, you know what? They have a brand now. Let's collab together.
Yeah.
And just like really showcases.
Yeah,
like,
man.
put it out there.
I'm excited for it, man. I look forward to it. Been grabbing mad inspo and putting together like a mood board and just the direction.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Oh, we have memories by FC Tulsa's about to go crazy, man.
All right.
It's about to go crazy.
I love
That is crazy.
It's about to go crazy.
That's awesome.
Before
That's
you know,
amazing.
you're gonna be their uniform sponsor.
Yo, man, let's see, hence what I'm trying to do with Toka. It's like we were talking about it, right? Is currently at Toka, I'm a project associate on the experience side. So really focusing on how to enhance the guest experience, right? From the player to the parent, to the trainer, all the 360 effect, and then as well as doing training sessions, right? And so helping with the programming with that, and so kind of like not feeling too fulfilled in it, I love training, I love helping the enhanced part, but really taking on a bigger role that can set me up for a short term like goal is to really define myself within the company. So hopefully if things go the right way, then I can be more creative and I can show more of what goes through my mind as I take my hour drive up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, look forward to really trying to make something happen with Toka for sure.
Creating a new job position, pretty much.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's super cool.
Third question. What kind of legacy are you building every day for like the people around you? So yes, you're building a legacy for yourself, obviously, but what are you building for the people around you? Or if you are?
Yeah, no, express yourself.
Okay.
Just like for example, my daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want her to see the world for as it is, but it also go like, yo, if you want to go live in Paris for 2 years, go live in Paris.
Yeah, go do it.
Go do it. Don't let nothing or anyone portray their fears onto your life. Don't listen to it. Hear it. Take the wisdom, right? Jot it down if you feel like jotting it down. But your life is your life. Go live it, and that's something my dad told me when I was making mistakes. He'd be like, yo, look, I've already lived my life, man. Any mistake you make is on you.
I love that.
You know what I
He's
mean?
putting you like the responsibility.
It's just real. It's real, right? So if you wanna go throw house parties and you're not supposed to be throwing house parties and you're doing it anyway, that's on you. Don't call me.
That makes me laugh.
Right?
I did that to my parents.
No, same. Like I threw the house party.
Me too.
Yeah,
Messed up the house.
and it was like, yo, I had my boys help me clean up at the end, but the reality is like, yeah, if we got caught, we got in trouble, it is on us. We made the decision to do it.
Yeah.
But overall, like, just go express yourself, see life for what it is. No matter what you want to do, just know 100% I'm here to support you, and I want everyone around me to know that. Whatever you want to chase, go do it. I'm here. I'll support you. If you need someone to hype you up, I'll be your biggest hype man. Yeah. Whatever it is, you know what I mean. But I also keep it real.
I like that.
So.
I like that. Fourth question. Who inspires you the most, and why? Obviously, you talk about like mentors and whatnot, but let's talk about someone that inspires you the most. It could be someone that you know, could be someone that you don't know, someone that you seen.
Yeah, no, Ari, my daughter, yo.
Okay.
Just because, like, we talk about it, right? When new life comes in, you're innocent, you don't know, you see what it is, and she's kind, she's funny when she wants to, you know what I mean? She expresses herself. When she cries for her reasons, right? She's holding conversations now, she's learning new things, right? And that's kind of why I picked up photography and trying to learn how to take pictures and trying different things, is because when I look at her, every single day, life for her is her learning new things and her just being open to it.
Yeah.
For some reason, we as humans, and I'm not going to speak generally, but we kind of go to a point in life, we go, okay, well, this is who I am, this is what I do, I don't need to learn anything else. But why? Why do we stop learning?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's actually,
we have to,
this tattoo right
we gotta keep going, gotta keep growing. There's so much to life. Yeah, there's so much we don't know.
Yeah.
We might as well learn it.
Your mind changes all the time, like different phases in life, a whole year could be different, like in 5 years, like even when you're 65, 70, you're not the same as you were the year before. You could always change and grow.
100%. So like someone who inspires me is my daughter every day. She's just super cool. She's like the coolest person. Like, I'm telling you, this girl's so cool. I'm like, geez, I don't know if I was this cool when I was this young, but
probably not.
I
think daughter's definitely cool.
She's lit, man. She's so lit. I'm so stoked to see. Like,
what's the name of your daughter?
Ari.
Ari.
Yeah,
okay.
Ari Aaliyah Tuane Ajekwa. She's lit, man.
I love
Watch
that.
out for this girl, man. She's gonna be.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's special, probably, as a dad watching that. Watching
she's
that growth.
like so cool. Like I ask, and I let her like drive it. I learned this from a parent of a daughter I coach. He like really lets his daughter drive everything, You know what I mean? And he's like a super cool guy. He's worked on he's a film editor.
Okay.
So he's worked on what was the movie? Not Iron Man, Resident Evil.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he's worked on some super cool stuff.
Movie.
He's super cool, right? And every time I ask him something about Lila, he goes, "I'll let Lila drive it, whatever Lila wants to do." I'm like, "Yo, I want to be that type of dad too."
Yeah, like, try it, do it.
All right, do you want to go to soccer practice today? No. All right, you're not going. You call it. You know what I mean? And based off of her decision, as she continues to get older, right, she'll continue to make decisions, and she can learn from those decisions. Oh, you don't go to practice. Let's say she's older, 12 years old. She says she doesn't want to go to practice. Tell the coach, hey, Ari doesn't want to be at practice. Sorry about that. Saturday, you don't get enough playing time. Don't look at me. You decide not to go to practice.
I like that.
That's your decision. You know what I mean?
That's your fault.
Yeah. So like, I just think it's a super cool way to parent.
It's almost like walking with them instead of like,
yes.
You know, it's like,
yes.
It's like you're like kind of standing next to them. It's growing like parallel, not forcing your kid to kind of be like this.
I don't want to force her to do anything she does not want to do.
And I think that, I mean, something to be said for my life experience and the way that I've grown up is all the things that I love to do are the things that were not impressioned upon me as a child. Everything that was impressioned upon me or I felt like I was forced to do, I grew to resent it. I built up a pent up aggression towards these things because I felt like it wasn't me. It wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. And like now all these different things that I've found through my own character development and my own passions, like those are the things that I want to do for the rest of my life. And I think you're just kind of letting her make those choices for herself at a young age, which is awesome.
Hence, if my mom and uncles never said to be a doctor, I probably would have been a doctor.
That's what I mean. Like, it talks about like your parents, like my parents are divorced, but my dad's a chef, like a pretty like good chef, opened a bunch of businesses and whatnot. And I grew up in that way, opening different restaurants and whatnot. But then when I started living with my mom, she's like, "Oh no, you got to go to college. You're not gonna be in the restaurant industry. Look what's become of our family because of what happened." So then in my head, as a kid, I was like pressured into going to college and going to business school, and I hated all of it. And then I dropped out, and then now I'm like in the entrepreneurship route, into hospitality and business, which is kind of like what my dad and kind of what I wanted to do from the beginning. I just was pressured to do it. So I think that's the best way to parent, honestly, to not give pressure.
Don't pressure these kids, man. Don't pressure them.
And it's the best way to live, but man, it's hard sometimes to live like that, especially
100%.
like at an age where you've already like kind of been put down, you've been through it, you've been around and learned that it's not all easy.
100%.
How do you feel about like what you've done so far in life? Like, let's say we were just talking about this when we were having coffee.
That's a good question.
Like, if you were, let's say, you're gonna pass away next week or something like that, and it's gonna happen, would you be content or happy, or like how would you feel about it if you just left right now?
I think I'll be good.
Okay.
I think let me not say I think. I'm trying to take the word think out of my dictionary. Yeah, take it all out. But I believe I'll be in a good spot. Ari has a village. You know what I mean? A massive village, tons of uncles. So all them boys out there, watch out, bruv. You know what I mean? Ari has a complete village around her. My brothers are solid. I've impacted people in a positive way, I believe. And so I think it's just impact, really. You know, I've always thought to myself, like, how can I continue to impact in a positive way? Not really chase the dollar sign, but chase purpose, and with purpose, reward comes. You know what I mean? So kind of living life in that direction right now.
Okay, I love it. I say that quote a lot, honestly. It's like positively impact. I have that on my bio on Instagram all the time. Like whatever you do, whatever you say, how you move, always try to positively impact anyone around you. Cause you just never know who's like watching you and whatnot.
100%.
So I love that.
100%. Just gotta, enjoy life, man. You gotta enjoy it.
I want to circle back on just one thing, because I think my favorite answer to a question that you had was the long-term goal of finding yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like any other answer is the wrong one. I'm someone who I think that my soul is going to forever be a student of the experience that I live. Like, I'm more attached to that than I am my physical vessel of my body. I just am more attached to how I feel, how I perceive everything, what the information is being portrayed onto me, or what people try and kind of shut me down. And so I really like that answer.
Yeah, no, it's so great, because who I was 10 years ago and 10 years after that, I'm constantly adapting, constantly learning, different, but what holds on to you is your foundation, right? I want to be a good person, right? I when I see someone in like hurt, or if I see someone in need, like I want to help. Like that's my natural impact.
Yeah.
Like, dang, how can I help? You know, when I'm driving and I see someone who needs that help, I'm like, dang, how can I change the world? Like, you know, it's like, how can I change the world? I can't change the world right now, but I can make an impact, right? I can help the nearest person who needs it.
Yeah, I can impact this one life.
Yeah, you know, and that one life, no one's bigger than life, you know what I mean?
No one's bigger than life.
You know?
Exactly.
No one's bigger than it, you know? So if you have an opportunity to help, and that's why partnering with the nonprofit, the Fields Org he's been a big mentor of mine as well, and just he's been pushing me to like, yo, do it. He'd be like, I'm like, hey, I was thinking about the autonomous LA thing. He's like, do it. I'm like, what do you mean just do it? He's like, yeah, no, hit him up, call him right now, see if you can get a booth in there.
And that's a legacy,
and it's
right
just
there.
like, it's just like, wow, like I should do it. You know, I should put my hand up there. I should, you know.
I feel like as humans, we look for someone to tell us like, oh, go take that step. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. But like, it's
how
so
do you
hard.
break that?
Yeah. How do you break that seal of like completely living for yourself, and completely being like, oh, I'm gonna go do this because this is what I want to do and this is what I need to do.
Right. I sometimes feel that sometimes in life we do it in certain areas, and then there's maybe that one area where like
we know we could improve.
We're bouncing between the line like, do I want to do it? I don't know. And then someone goes, yo, you should do it, and you go, okay, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes in life you like confidently with soccer, anything that has to do with soccer, easy call for me. Clockwork, right? Like managing the relationships in soccer is completely easy for me than to manage my relationship outside of soccer. It's just hard, right? And learning how to get on other people's schedules is something hard for me, because when I was playing ball, you're on my teammates. We're on the same schedule. Unless I had a marketing event I had to go to or a parent I had to do, we're on the same schedule. Now, past 2 years, it's been, oh, you work 9 to 5, you work 3 to 8. Well, when are we gonna hang out? I miss you, bro. Let's kick it. I was like, maybe in 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, something else pops up for you. We never get to connect, right? So it's fine. I was just with one of my best friends I grew up with, and we were talking about it. Like, yo, we need to find more time for each other, right?
Make time.
We just have to get together. We have to hang out. We have to talk about our problems, right? Because who else are we going to express them to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And being able to express your emotions and your feelings to someone that, you know, you can take it to the grave with you, right? It's big and it's important because you get it out. Keeping it locked in and constantly trying to battle your own demons is not the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
We're actually getting close towards the end of the podcast right now. I think we're about an hour into it.
Geez, we've been hanging out.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I love it. This has honestly been like an amazing conversation.
I love the way you put these on and like zoned in on just
that's what he said. That's what he said. He was like, yeah.
Right now too, I went to the bathroom, I came back and I was like, I couldn't really hear you guys. And then I put this on, I'm like, oh, I'm in it now.
It's like, this is our own little world right here.
We actually have a rapid fire segment.
Okay,
we'll ask a bunch of questions. Do you want to ask these questions, Cole?
Yeah, all right.
Can I get some water first?
Yeah, please.
Absolutely,
please.
take your time.
Should we put a timer or should we just like...
Oh, I like a timer. Make it.
Let's do a timer.
Put me under pressure.
All right.
I feel like I'm back in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
This competitive edge right now.
Let's see. You want to give him how many questions? We already know the answer to the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We could
6,
change this
7.
one to like the.
Yeah, no. Don't give me the question.
We could change it to a different, instead of this, do like.
All right.
Drink a choice. You know,
Yeah.
something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
And what are we giving him? How many seconds? 30? 45?
Give me 30, man.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
come on, give me
30
30
seconds. 30 seconds.
Sounds good. Are you ready for this?
You guys go quick too.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions here for you.
8 out of 8,
but they're
easy.
All, it's all. There's no right answer or wrong answer. It's all personal.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Let's
we're
do it.
going.
I'm ready.
All right. Beverage of choice.
Wow. Jeez. Water.
All right. What would your last meal be if you died?
Pizza.
Song on repeat right now.
Jackie Brown by
All right.
Jackie Brown.
Okay.
Favorite muscle to work out.
Back. Shout out C-Flex.
Yes, sir. Shout out C-Flex.
10
Beer,
seconds.
wine.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go wine because
3,
C-Flex listening.
Crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
Creamy.
Done. I think we made it. Oh, we got 2 more.
We got 2 more for you,
Oh,
which we'll
geez.
ask for posterity.
Yeah, just ask
and
it.
a book or movie that you would recommend to everyone.
Ooh.
We'll say a book first, then we'll go movie after.
Some people don't read.
The Alchemist.
All right, I love it. And
I've heard
first
about
quote
that.
that comes to your head.
All we have are memories.
Alrighty, everyone. Well, it's been another great episode of the pod. Shout out to AJ. All we have are memories. Mahawa Studios.
Plug all your stuff.
Yeah. What do you want? Where can people find you? What do you got going on right now?
Find us at mahawastudios.com. Check us out. We got some hats, the original hats out there. 2023 got a massive store coming out. Prepare. Get yourself ready. Save the coin. You know what I mean? All affordable, all accessible for sure. Making Memories Festival November 13 in Los Angeles. Come check us out. It's gonna be a nice vibe. We're purple. There'll be some one-on-one exclusives, of course. And yeah, man, love yourselves.
All right.
Yeah. Forever be a student. Cheers to this man right here, and hope y'all have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Wow,
dude.
Jeez.
Dude, you inspire me, bro.
I
I love listening to you.
That was cool. That was a